Hello everyone, this is Chi the food expert. Welcome to my video. Well, this food I have prepared for you guys is not something traditional. It is traditional, but it is not traditionally eaten during the Chinese New Year. But the reason I put this into the category of the Chinese New Year is because if you have watched every single episode of the food that we would eat during the Chinese New Year and examined really carefully, you might realize that the Chinese New Year is basically surrounded with sweets. So basically every single food that I have introduced can be put into the category of desserts. And this food I have prepared today is also one of the desserts that people will have during their Chinese New Year's. This is not something very traditional, so you would not necessarily be able to find them in every single homes, but some people and some family would have it. So I thought it would be great to let you know that you might find this food in some families, but not every single one. But if you see those, don't be afraid, because you already know what they are. They won't bite. Food bite you. No, you bite food, of course. Okay, so this food I'm going to show you today is actually a combination of 3 different kind of foods. I prepared a plate and I have put 3 different foods on the plate, and the reason why I say that they belong to the same category and why I introduced them at once is because they're basically made the same way. So maybe the ingredient might not be the same, but the way to make it, the methods to create the food is the same. So I put them onto the same plate and introduce them to you at once. So the first thing we are going to look at is called蜜红豆. Mi means pickled, so it's basically pickled in sugar. And then it's the pickled red beans. Red, hong means red, and dou means bean. So it's like the red bean, so it's like the pickled red bean. And which look like this. This is a pickled red bean. Okay, and the second one we're going to look at is here, 皇帝豆 mi. So it's like everything here is pickled. So I just skipped the word mi. So it's like 皇帝豆. Okay, 皇帝豆 means lima beans, and they're basically also pickled, so they're basically dipped in sugar. And then the third one, 皇帝豆 mi, the lima bean look like this. Okay, and then 莲子 mi. 莲子 means lotus seeds, so they look like this. 莲子 mi. Okay. Now that you've seen all 3 foods, I'm going to show you the entire plate I have prepared. Here, this you see in the camera is the red bean. So it's like the pickled red beans, and this is the lima beans, pickled also. And these are the lotus seeds. So they're basically made the same way, and the way to make them are like this, is like this. Okay, the first thing you do is that you prepare a package of either red beans, lima beans, or lotus seeds. And the easiest ingredient to find in supermarkets is the red beans. So you put those, of course, you open the package of the red beans, of the raw red beans, and then you put those red beans in a bucket or something, and then you wash them until they're entirely clean. And don't use soap though, just wash them until they're entirely clean. I'm not kidding, because some people use soap. That's kind of stupid, but so don't do that. And then after washing them with water, you put them into the steamer if you have one, the cooker if you have one, and then you wait until the red beans are entirely cooked. Okay, until they're thoroughly cooked. And how do you check that out? You take the red beans out and then you put a chopstick in until the red bean is entirely soft. There is nothing hard on the inside. You have to make sure that all of your red beans are cooked, otherwise you would be like eating stones, because they're extremely hard when they're raw. So you wait until the red beans are cooked, and then you put sugar on them, and then you wait, and then you mix the entire red beans with the sugar. But be careful, because the cooked red beans are really soft, and you don't want to smash them because they need to look good, right? You don't want ugly red beans. So you have to be careful. You have to you have to combine the sugar and the red beans, but you cannot destroy the skin of the red beans. And do that while the red beans are really hot, because you will be able to allow the sugar to melt on the red beans. And that is why it is kind of white here, because you put sugar powder on them. And if you don't do that, that looks not good. Be careful so that your red beans don't look like they have mold on them. Otherwise, your friends and families don't want to eat that. Okay, who wants to eat molded food? So, anyways, remember the steps and go back if you repeat the same thing again and again if you missed something. So this is how to make the pickled red beans. So now I'm going to try it. I'm going to start with the red beans first. Love them. It would be even greater if you guys could try out to make your own pickled red beans, or lima beans, or lotus seeds. So I hope that your results will look like this, and I might also try my own version. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that we will see each other on YouTube very soon again. Thank you guys so much. Happy New Year. Happy New Year of the Great Snakes. Thank you guys so much. This is Chi Chi, the food expert. See you next time. Bye.